Hello, everyone. This is HorrorBuzz Live for April 20th. And I don't know about you, but I am ready for some horror fun and theme park fun and excitement. I have tonight with me my co-host, Adam,
Hello.
assistant editor of HorrorBuzz, and we are here to bring you the latest news and information. However, things are a little light this week. There have only been a few releases, yeah?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Well, I mean, like you're the editor of the site, or so.
Yes,
I mean,
our side. I thought you just meant in general in life.
I mean, so many horrors
Yeah.
going on. But yeah, so we have just a few things to talk about today. First and foremost is if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe on YouTube, and please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, if you like what you're seeing and you want to give us a little support, follow us on the Patreon. And that's it. So today what we're going to be doing is Lindsay is out. We're not going to be getting the most up-to-the-minute news, or I should say horror beat, but we can give it. I mean, we can try anyway.
Yeah, so don't expect anything.
Sorry?
I'm no Lindsay, so don't expect anything on the same.
Tell me who is. I mean, I'm not. So, yeah. So one of the really cool things that happened this past week was an interview I had with Jonah Blechman. God, it's been a long. It has been a freaking long day. I hope everybody has been, yeah. Jonah Blechman was super cool. He did a movie called Swan Song, and he also has a show called Claw and Pet Peeves coming out very soon. That's on YouTube. That's on our YouTube channel. There's also Gabriel Carrere and Reese Evanson, who did the film For the Sake of Vicious. And they were a lot of fun to talk to. So catch all that on YouTube. If you want to join the HorrorBuzz team, I'm going to post the link right now. We're looking for a lot of different people to cover books, games, family-friendly things. Sorry, yeah, TV, exactly. So reach out to us. Also, stick around because we are going to be doing a trivia giveaway. So you better know the answer to the question. So, first things first, we need to address something, Adam.
Yes.
Well, we need to talk about horror genres.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay. Well, we need to talk about our preference in horror genre. I am a slasher guy.
Okay. That's respectable.
And
go ahead. I prefer creature feature.
Okay, well, that's cool, but I mean, whatever. So tonight, Adam and I are going to go at it about our favorite horror films and why. But so tonight, what I would like to talk about is my favorite horror film, which is Halloween.
Okay.
And your favorite horror film is?
I mean, again, if I had to pick one for the purpose of this discussion, it will be Alien. But I certainly won't really lock myself in all time or anything.
Got it. I mean, it's hard. Sadly enough, I will lock myself into that one.
I tried to make a list. I went through just to see since the 70s of like, what are my favorite creature features? I got to like 30 something and then I stopped counting. So I was like, all right.
He goes to 30. Listen, and if anybody out there wants to mention either their favorite slasher or creature feature, let us know. My favorite is Halloween. Picture it. 1978, October. Little 5-year-old Norman is sitting at the back of a conversion van and is taken to the drive-in by his crazy aunts and cousins, and I see something that changed me. Halloween. And yeah, there we are, Brandy. There we are. I connected to it on a bizarre level. I know this sounds weird, and I'm probably romanticizing a bit, but I can remember, eating the buttered popcorn out of the brown grocery paper bag, and identifying with the kids in the film, right? Jameson's is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's also a classic. It's not to be frowned upon, but I remember seeing that and like connecting with Tommy, and just like getting into it and like liking Laurie because she was the nice babysitter. So I dug it. Now, what
excited at all that the that new Halloween, if it eventually comes out in October, we'll see.
We're not talking about that tonight.
No.
What we're
I guess not.
Did I like the new Halloween?
I just mean that the next one we'll see Tommy Doyle and Lindsay Wallace again.
No, I get it. And Dutch is asking if I like the new Halloween. The new Halloween 2018, if I'm correct. Yes. It wasn't scary, and it didn't go far enough. And that's a very hard thing to do. But they did right by the franchise. I will say that. But I was, and maybe it's because, I'm 47 years old now as opposed to 5, but I wasn't scared. I just wasn't.
I honestly, I'm not scared by most horror movies that I see. I enjoy them and I appreciate them, but I'm really not scared by them. It's been a long time.
Yeah, and that's a fair argument.
It's just also a side effect of, I don't know, knowing that it's a movie for me. I'm like, I don't know, it's a movie and there are frights and it's a scary event at some points, and certainly jump scares are effective. I guess that's why I like creature features. It's almost just like, just pretend you're here fighting this silly monster or alien, or it's a shark often. Those are fun. Or an alligator.
Well, let's talk about your favorite creature feature. And Jackie, no, it was not the Rob Zombie one. Of the two, the Rob Zombie Halloween 2 was the better of his 2 Halloweens. Only because what the hell at that point. But go ahead, Adam. Your favorite horror film, or I should say creature feature.
Yes, creature feature that I'll pick for now is Alien. And I unfortunately missed Get to Being There, in 1979. I did see it in theaters several times, since then in various re-releases. There was that 2003 one or something. It doesn't matter. I've seen it lots in theaters. But yeah, it seems like one of those perfect kind of movies to me where the exposition being so light and just you're there for the first 30 or 40 minutes just hanging out with these people and wandering to some weirdo planet, and it's just here you are and accept it. And then the wonderful chestburster scene, which again, I could only imagine having been there in 1979 when, again, I've read all kinds of articles and things where people talk about how someone like ran out of the theater and this person vomited and whatever else. So that'd be a fun thing to experience with a time, travel machine. I wouldn't accomplish anything really. I'd go back and watch movies and experience the event how it should have been experienced. So those are some of the nice things about Alien. Plus, there's Sigourney Weaver, who's, I don't even know what else to say that hasn't been said in the last 40 years.
Well, one of the best, it was a meme, but one of the best reviews that I saw of Alien was that it was the movie about a smart girl who told everybody, I'm paraphrasing, a smart girl who told everybody about the dangers, and nobody listened to her, and only she and her cat survived. So
yeah, I like the element also that obviously decades later, you know who Ripley is and you know who Sigourney Weaver is. So even if you haven't seen the movie, you know she is the lead from step one. So the idea of having watched that movie in the ideal event where you don't know who the hell the main character is, he's probably Dallas, you assume, right? In 1979, he's the white man captain of the ship, played by Tom Skerritt. You probably assume he's, and then he's dead, and you're left with all these other people.
Okay, spoiler alert.
Yeah,
but I mean,
was again just all the performances. I know Yaphet Kotto. I always loved him. He just passed away this year. Ian Holm, who passed away a few years ago, or I don't even know. I think it's been longer. But I loved Ash. Again, I love just this slow reveal of, oh look, he's a robot.
Yeah, and you know what? Back in the day, it was like, what? Like,
and that wonderful white blood that I know in all the special features, they talk about how it was disgusting and it was like milk and dairy products and it stank and it made him sick.
It was horrible.
And frankly, in the whole last 15 or 20 minutes where everyone else is dead and it's just Sigourney Weaver wandering around this ship, there's really very little dialogue, her just yelling at Mother and stuff like that. It's wonderful. And then I'll stop there, but I mean, then you get to the second one and it's wonderful in a totally different way. So that's where,
right.
Yeah, everyone's always like, pick one. And I'm like, I will not pick one.
Well, you can't. It's apples to oranges, but let's be clear. James Cameron got Sigourney Weaver a Best Actress nomination.
Yeah.
So
for a sci-fi movie where they cut out all her like dead daughter stuff too. So that's
for a sci-fi horror film, okay.
Yeah.
Which is unheard of. She didn't win, but the point is, it was all right. So yeah, I will say that Alien was like a haunted house movie in space, and without question, iconic, one of the best horror films ever made. But I did not connect with it like I did Halloween.
Well,
so, I mean, no, it's not. It's no, just so yeah. So, sorry. I didn't hear you. What?
I said we're supposed to argue. That's right.
Oh my God! Yes, I hate Alien. Okay, so no, so definitely Alien was amazing, but for me, Halloween is the one. But you also mentioned Crawl.
Yes,
now that's something we can agree on.
That was, again, that's one of those, it's just such a simple sparing. Frankly, I could have even done without the little exposition we got at the beginning. I'm like, I don't need to know any of that. I'm fine. Let's just have this.
Well, you needed to know that she could swim.
Frankly, again, I'd be like, you know what? I love movies where they tell you next to nothing and you just learn through the people's actions and their, interactions with other characters. I'm like, don't stand here and tell me like, hey, sis, I can't wait until Dad gets back. I'm like, all right, I don't need any of that. I'll just figure it out. But yeah, aside from all that, I mean, it was just such a fun experience. What else? Because Alexander, I never know how to say his last name, Aja. He did The Hills Have Eyes, that remake. I know that was
High Tension.
Yeah.
Hot Tension.
But I don't know. He's always. Oh, and Piranha. I left out Piranha. His remake of Piranha, which was also a lot of fun.
Well, yeah, Piranha 3D. That was something else. So, I Crawl was that was way too much fun. My only complaint, I like to kill the sacred cow. The dog should have died at the end.
No, I disagree.
Oh, at least had a scrape. At least.
I guess I'm one of those people where I'm always like, you know what? It's not even like I don't want to see the dog die. It's just as soon as there's a horror movie with a dog in it, it's just so predictable that it's either going to be some kind of warning to the other characters and they'll just find it dead in like 15 minutes and be like, uh-oh, that's weird. It'll just be some stupid little time waster for the audience. Or the dog seems to survive past the 30-minute mark, in which case it is fine until the rest of the movie.
But at the very end, he should have gotten it. But again, that's me. That's me being dark.
I read stuff, and I think I listened to that commentary. I don't remember which one, if it was commentary or an interview, where he talked about how they were tempted to have one more like alligator jump out of the water at the end as they're reaching.
Oh, it should have happened. It should have happened. It should have been like like Jaws 4 type of thing where like, rah! But again, that would have crossed the Rubicon and it would have been weird and stupid. But
I thought it was fun that Crawl took the place of like the yearly shark movie that year, because we had gotten like The Shallows, and then I think there was not Open Water, that was a few years ago. 47 Meters Down.
Yeah, the one with the cage.
Yeah, we had like a yearly shark film, which I love, because again, I'm like, hey, give me a shark movie every year. What'd you think of The Shallows?
Didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see that one?
No.
It's just kind of one of those Blake Lively versus a shark. That's really almost what the whole thing is. And
I mean, I heard it was good.
There's a lot of lingering, loving shots of her body swimming, which I could take or leave personally. But all the shark stuff was fun.
Well, I did hear good things about it, so yeah,
What would you like your favorite Halloween movie is after the first Halloween movie?
Trick or Treat.
Oh, I mean, like from the Halloween franchise.
Oh, from the franchise? Oh, God, I would say Halloween 2018. Absolutely. What about you? What about with the alien thing?
Well, it's definitely Aliens is number one. That's like, there's your tie right there. And then, I don't know, we could go on some weird derail platform here where there's that producer's cut of Alien 3, which after seeing it and kind of letting it sit with me for many years, all the effects are kind of awful, as they weren't great in the movie and they're unfinished in the producer's cut. But it is, I don't know, it is mildly better. And there's a little bit more Charles Dance, which is always nice. But again, it's no great movie. So I guess I would say after the first two Alien movies, I did like Prometheus for a while until it just kind of shit itself.
For a hot minute.
Here's a tangent about Prometheus, Norm. I always kind of think that they should have kept Charlize Theron's character alive, and they should have just killed off the main one. What was her name? I already forgot. I was like, I much preferred Meredith Vickers. She was like a take nothing bitch.
Take no prisoners.
Yeah, I was like, she does whatever. And it frustrated me that they just had her run directly under the path of this falling spaceship. Like, run left, run right. I was like, this is so annoying.
Yeah, and then Covenant, well, I mean, so I just wish like Ridley Scott would just, I wish he would
alone. Just go away. It's fine. It doesn't need.
No, I think he could do it. I honestly think he could do it. I just think that he needs to quit pandering to the fan base. I think because
you go on. Sorry.
Well, because Prometheus, in time, has found an audience. So, Covenant has not fared so well.
I just think, you know what, Ridley, you've done a lot, and I liked a lot of it with the Alien franchise. Just go away already and let someone else do things. Again, not that they were awesome movies for a long time, but I don't know. Sigourney Weaver actually expressed interest in returning, and I was like, come on, just let this happen. Don't get in the way of that. Just let it happen.
Come on, James Cameron. I mean, Ridley. I mean, okay, cool. So, I mean, yeah. So we have our favorites, and Dutch is saying that he liked H2O.
You know what, Dutch? I agree. H2O is a lot of fun. It's definitely missing like a middle part of the movie where there's the whole setup and then there's just like a final act where they fight, and there's not really a lot of fun, silly murders in the middle. But the final fight is fun enough for what it is. I agree. It's a fun movie.
Anyway, so what we are going to do next is, well, basically, what we can decide is that these two films brought us to horror, and we love horror because of these films. So something obviously connected. So speaking of horror and speaking of things that terrify us, one of my favorite memories is, and we're going to get into like clip show territory. One of my favorite memories is when Jeff and I went to the opening of Calico Rapids at Knott's. Now, remember, Knott's is going to be reopening again, and their season they call them season passes because they end at the end of the year, but they're available as our Scary Farm passes. Heads up, and you'll be able to ride this again. But Jeff and I were at the opening of the Calico River Rapids redress, and he hates water rides. So, Jeff, this is for you.
Hey guys, here we are on the all-new Calico River Rapids, and we're bringing this to you live-ish. Jeff hates water rides.
I hate rapid rides specifically, but here I am wearing a garbage bag, branded garbage bag, mind you. Calico River.
And I can't get it up. So,
there's already water behind us. I don't like this already.
Start taking bets on who's going to get the wettest right now.
I hate this.
Well, there's the first drop.
Oh, okay. So this isn't bad so far.
Oh,
I
no.
guess.
Jesus.
Okay. What?
What?
What? Oh, the guy said there's snakes or something. Okay.
Yeah, so there's all kinds of new little animatronics.
There's
route and water.
Oh,
here we go.
A wolf. He's adorable. Ah!
This pleases me.
This doesn't please me.
Oh, check it out.
Oh, there's a man with a gun.
There's a little, yeah. Oh, you might be able to see it when we turn around.
What is he hitting?
What is he shooting at?
I don't know. Probably the raccoons over here.
Oh, yeah, that's it. It's a very Mark Davis setup.
It is very Mark Davis. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Please take your seats here, both of you. Leaving. Please take your seats.
I am sitting.
I am sitting.
We can't sit anymore.
We can't sit more. Okay.
I don't think she's yelling at us, though.
Okay, here we go.
All right, this is
My favorite section right here. Oh, check it out, guys, look.
White water.
What? White water?
That was the deputy mayor and the sheriff yelling at us. Just because they can.
The trick is, and they still don't have the waterfall going yet.
That's okay. I'm all right with that.
Total bummer. Oh, there's the bear.
Oh, good, because we would have soaked her.
I'm
We
trying.
can't go back the way we came. But where we do? Oh, I just got slipped. I hate Norman for this. I'm very wet right
We
now.
here tell that there's a Bigfoot around this park. Or what are they calling it?
A skunk ape?
Skunk ape.
Skunk ape is the I think for this part of the country. Is there actually a skunk ape around these parts?
Oh,
my
there
God,
he
there's a skunk
is!
ape! That is whoa! That's very cool.
That's better than the Yeti.
That is better, and he moved more.
Oh.
Okay, I didn't get that wet.
That was awesome.
Is this the end of the ride?
That's it.
There's no more like surprise water stuff?
That's
Is
it.
there actually surprise water stuff and I'm gonna kill you for it?
No.
Okay, good. That was good. I didn't get that wet.
But they didn't have the waterfalls on.
And that's usually what gets you wet.
Those are fun.
Okay. Well, you got a nice view of the fall behind us.
What a lift hill. I'm not sad about it. No, you're not. He avoided this thing for years.
6 years.
Love it. Absolutely right.
Good. Now I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna go on the second time and I'm gonna get soaked.
Look at us. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, because they're gonna direct us off, I guess. I guess I can stop holding on for dear life. The ride's over.
Love it.
There's a face in the mountain behind us. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it.
That's an Indian. A Native American.
That's the correct term.
Sorry. I dare you to ride it without the poncho.
I'm good.
I dare you to ride it without the poncho.
I can feel the water coming into my backside. So, how would you compare it to years past?
2 years past?
Yeah.
Well,
Like the ride layout's the same, right?
the ride layout is exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's just the landscaping is fresh and the animatronic. Well, there are animatronics now.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching, guys.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so that was when we got to ride the raft ride, the Calico River Rapids, and I loved it, but Jeff didn't like to get wet.
That looked like a lot of fun. I used to have a season pass to Universal Studios, and I remember doing those things every weekend because why not? We were teenagers. What else are we going to do? So again, that was just such a little flashback that I had. So thanks.
Awesome. Well, we have one last thing to do before we go. It has been fun. It has been real. It has been real fun. But we have a trivia giveaway this week. Guys, it's back. We are giving away this film, Morgue. And it's a Blu-ray. So.
Can I play for it?
Beg your pardon?
Can I play for it?
No.
No? Okay.
No, you're not eligible. Okay, so don't say the answer. Okay, so
word and say the word.
the question is, now if you know the answer to the question, please put it in the answers via YouTube or Facebook, and if we get it before Monday night next week, 11:59 p.m., then you will be eligible. The question is, in The Exorcist, what does Reagan say to the astronaut at the party? Does she say, "You're going to die up there. In space, no one can hear you scream. Earth is God's domain. Beware." Or, "Don't go"? So, tell me. A, you're going to die up there. B, in space, no one can hear you scream. C, Earth is God's domain. Beware. Or D, don't go. What does Reagan say to the astronaut at the party? Tell us in the comments. And if you get that comment in by the end of the night on Monday, I can't remember the date. Adam, do you know the date?
No.
There we go, the 26th. If you get it to us by 11:59 p.m. on the 26th, you will be entered, and the correct answers will be... we have comments. You are not, Skix. You're not the only one watching. My goodness, but you're the hottest. So if you get the answer right, you will be put in a pool, randomly selected, and we will announce the winner on next week's show. So here we go. That's it. What a lovely HorrorBuzz Live tonight. Oh, God. You guys, thank you for... Oh, Dutch, yes, we know you're here, too. So just answer, and that's your entry. Everybody's important. So there we go. Please, everybody, if you liked this, please like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Contribute on Patreon. And you guys are the reason why we do this. We love you, and we want to share all of the scary fun with you. we're going to be able to go back to theme parks, haunts this year. Please get your vaccine, and just be cool.
Yes, all
Right?
those things Norm said.
Alrighty. And you know what? If you like creature features, that's okay. If you don't like Halloween, well, then
It's okay. I love all kinds of horror movies. See, I'm fine.
okay. Here we go. See you in the fog, and we'll see you next week.